banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Bobby Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Noles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Gets open down the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running eastwards.
And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Seminoles are marching down the field. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They're all over him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Short pass. Makes the tackle.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? You know, how do I...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes.
Linebackers have a tough job, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run. But you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, get back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
On the run, it's Bishop. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the return, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Handoff to the single running back. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. He got a step and just dusted the field. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Bishop. He's got enough. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down to the air. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Rushes on. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Daniels. Under pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Looks it in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Still looking. Unloads to the wideout. Holds on, it's Jackson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. Set downs going up top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Breaks into the open at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 14 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hawkeyes, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And you know what they say in college football, you got to take care of the games in your own backyard. They're now 2-2 after that home win.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on 4th down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward and you can push him forward. I like it going for it on 4th down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4th and inches.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Look out! Trying to escape, makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. That's caught, it's Boggs. Makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Off the boot, looking for his man. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get quarterbacks out on the perimeters because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have...
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They kick it away on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Still looking to his right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they open touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love the play call by...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Straight ahead, it's Bishop. They were all over it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Second and long here. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure.
He's going for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions. And
it's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the 2-point conversion. And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. He's looking to throw. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Daniels. Rush right in his face. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Left side is Wiles. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Florida State! And they're on top here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Cartwright. Touchdown, Volunteer! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Buying time to his right. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and